One of the hardest things, one of the lowest points was the actual food. I'm a food guy, you know. Whenever I want some food, call it in or order or go get something to eat. But man, being constricted, restricted, and rationed was very, very, very hard for me.
We're running low on rations.
I'm so hungry. I'm starving.
Starving.
So hungry, you don't understand.
It's the bane of my life, hearing about Bill's food problems.
I'll do anything for meat right now.
Some nice meat. Steak. Toro. 14-ounce Kobe beef steak.
I want caviar. I need meat. I mean, it was probably the hardest thing. If I, I've never been
You won't
starved.
realise how hard this is, because food is Bill.
Yeah.
It is. It's food and cars. That's it. And
Just-
if he hasn't got food, he's son of a.
It was hard, and that's all I could think. That kept me going. It brought me down, but it kept me going because I thought about, what, just a little bit further, just get down from this place, just make it over here, just make it through this, and I'm just one more step closer to my steak, or one more step closer to, my food, and that was it was real motivating for me. I didn't understand how much food really played a factor in my day-to-day comforts in life.
There's a couple of things that I found difficult. I mean, the rainforest was a real baptism of fire. I've worked in rainforests.
Baptism of water.
Baptism of water. It was just, we were just wet the whole time. It rained for 12 days.
This rain doesn't stop. And when it stops raining, it doesn't stop raining because the forest is dripping, and so it's constantly just raining.
It will be like this now for another couple of hours. This is dripping off. This is just dripping off the trees.
This rainforest is unlike anything I've worked in before. Normally it's humid or warm. This is just cold and constantly wet. And it just rained. But it wasn't the rainforest that I know. It was cold. This was a cold, old, gnarly rainforest. And it was hell. It really was. I've never been that wet and cold before, where at one point I almost had hypothermia. The doctor was going to put probes in places that I didn't want her to put them in. And it really was a slog. And that surprised me.